New legal trouble tonight for the Llano Police Force, a department riddled with indictments and criminal convictions in the last 2 years. In that time, prosecutors filed charges against 6 officers over allegations of abusing their power. KXAN investigator Jody Barr worked to gain exclusive access to body camera videos in these cases.
Those allegations also include assaulting handcuffed people, even kicking doors in and arresting people without warrants. Tonight, one of those people abused by this department is suing the city and the people who run it, saying he was abused by the Llano Police Department.
You cussed me once, you've cussed me twice. You obviously can't make smart decisions, so step on out.
Corey Nutt says he yelled at a man in a red truck about speeding through his neighborhood. That man, he says, stopped, told Nutt he was a police officer, then drove away. An hour later.
So go ahead and step down.
So I'm going to jail.
That's what it's looking like.
4 Llano police officers showed up, including the chief. They demanded he step out of his house. Nutt, thinking he'd done nothing wrong, refused to come out.
So if you like wearing that shirt that says LCRA, I suggest you just come on down here and start talking. If not, I've got 4 charges on you now. Sorry, 3. And I promise you that when I get off the phone with your supervisor, you will not be wearing that shirt anymore.
The 4 cuffed Corey Nutt and charged him with public intoxication. Prosecutors later dropped that charge, but prosecutors eventually charged Chief Kevin Ratliff and officers Grant Harden, Amy Shannon, and Jared Latta for what happened during Corey Nutt's arrest. Last August, a jury convicted Chief Ratliff of official oppression. Nutt's now suing those officers, accusing them of abusing their power that night. He's also suing the city, claiming the people in charge failed to train and supervise those officers and did not have policies in place to protect the public from its police force.
It is what it is, you know, and you just move forward and go on.
Nutt is also suing Llano City Manager Scott Edmondson. Edmondson was Chief Ratliff's boss and interviewed with us last summer about his officers' indictments.
Has the city done anything to make sure moving forward that, is it training, whatever it is, that there's a way to make sure that the people who live in Llano, their rights under the Constitution are not violated again?
Again, we followed policies and procedures, and the cases are in the DA's office, and I'm not gonna talk about them or answer them any questions about the cases.
Do you believe there may have been a climate of corruption at that department?
No.
Can you be sure?
Can we be sure of anything? I mean.
The lawsuit also alleges former Llano Police Chief Kevin Ratliff, instead of investigating assault claims against his officers, helped in covering some of this up. Now, in other cases, the suit claims the chief even participated and filed false police reports to support this conduct.